Tariqnasheed's hip-hop documentary, Microphone Check, has been removed from Amazon and from a nationwide screening. It's all been canceled due to illegally using Puerto Rican Joe Conzo's images. And for people who don't know who Joe Conzo is a Puerto Rican from New York who first began taking pictures of hip-hop in its beginning stages, pictures of the breakdancers, the rappers, and whatnot. But Joe Conzo was feeling a kind of way because Tariq's documentary mentioned no Puerto Ricans being a part of hip-hop. And for people that know, this is somewhat of a big thing that's going around. Like, who created hip-hop? Black American youth created hip-hop. This we all know. But when we look into it, as you notice, you don't see a lot of people chiming in, people that matter, like these different artists. You don't see a lot of them chiming in, other than you have like your Busta Rhymes, your Fat Joe chiming in, being anti-Black Americans creating hip-hop. And we definitely do have Lord Jamar from New York saying, hey, no, Black American youth in New York created hip-hop. So Joe Conzo is one of the Puerto Ricans that are anti-Black Americans created hip-hop. So he went on to send a chat GPT generated cease and desist letter to Tariqnasheed and his people, saying that no, he's using my intellectual property in his film Microphone Check, which is scheduled to be shown in New York at the Quad Cinema on July the 19th through the 25th of 2024. And he went on to rant about how he's a pioneering photographer from the Bronx, and he doesn't like it. He's not saying, well, I need to get paid for my pictures. No, I just want him getting this Microphone Check thing took off the shelf. So why would he want it took off the shelf? Because this thing is a little deeper than we know, people. People want to take the credit for something that they didn't create by any means. And we know it because the people that keep up with hip-hop's creation, like myself, we know it, we see it. We see what's going on. We see that they're not trying to give the 100% props to the person that created. But Joe Conzo, he wants 100%, hey, I'm the one who own this intellectual property with these pictures. But when it comes to the black people creating hip-hop, no, we want to be in on that. So you see the irony of it? We're going to flip it and tell you, no, we want in. We're a part of that. But what part of it? That's why you have people like Harris One coming with the whole 5 elements garbage, because we have to find a way in, which the creation of hip-hop is the rapping. It's nothing about breakdancing, graffiti, or none of that. It's rapping, hip-hop, it's music, which they had nothing to do with. But like I say, it caused Tariq's documentary to be canceled. So now they kind of got to go back to the drawing board. But hey, it's okay, because if we're really paying attention to what's going on, you should know that this thing is real. And more black people should be on board to say, hey, wait a minute. Why is a person going through that much to stop this documentary from being shown? Because I'm pretty sure it would speak something of, oh yeah, they was around watching when it started. If he using clips, you would probably see some of them watching the festivities. But at the same time, why are people going through that great lengths to make sure that this word doesn't grow legs, because they really are. Especially the people of the NYC, I gotta say it. They definitely are not saying nothing. They're saying, oh, let me not say nothing because those are my friends, my buddies. But they gotta keep it G. Puerto Rican, Hispanic rappers, they didn't come at the beginning of this thing. But still, the point of the matter is, why did he go that far to getting this premiere canceled when all he had to do was say, let the premiere run, it made millions of dollars, I need me a meal or two for my photos? That would have been a logical thing to do. But no, I don't want the money. I want to make sure this thing doesn't grow legs, arms, feet, and a head. Because if it does that, it's going to really make me look bad. And now I got to retract all the statements I said as far as the creation of hip-hop. See, that's another thing, people. People don't want to have to be man enough to retract what they said. Which, hey, you could be wrong about stuff. You said the wrong thing and you retract your statement, life goes on. But people are too prideful that they don't want to have to retract their statements. So therefore, they're going to fight tooth and nail to keep on pushing the same garbage narrative. And still, like I said, at the end of the day, biggest hip-hop is every black American in hip-hop should be on board saying, hell no, hell to the no, hell to the no. You guys did not create nothing. But most people are just sitting back and watching and waiting, or being too busy to just chime in. You chime into everything else that has no validity. You chime into all the BS on social media, but you don't chime in to nothing that's real, something that has value to it. You ain't chiming into that, but you chime into everything else. You get what I'm saying? So, like I say, the nationwide premiere for Microphone Check is no longer as of now, but you know, Tariq, it will be back on. It's not going to be on Amazon. So in the coming weeks or months, we'll just wait to see. Because basically, as listening to Tariq, he said those few pictures that did end up in his film, because he took most of them out, but he forgot a couple. He said they're fair use anyway, but he didn't want to use the guy's pictures at all because the guy was being a jackass, which I don't blame him. It's bigger than just this documentary, though, people. This stuff is somebody basically trying to replace Black American history, legacy. That's the important thing that we need to look at here. They're trying to infuse theirself into your creation because this thing is big. We know hip-hop is everything. It runs the whole world right now. And they're trying to infuse themselves into it because they know where it is and where it's headed, because it's still moving forward. And it's not cool, but anywho, that's the update on Microphone Check, and they have to be checked. And with that, I'm going to say this is the news in you. North, east, west, south, unite from every alley in Cali, intersection and back street. Subscribe to the channel and hit the thumbs up on your way out the door.
Star Child, I never
seen the sunshine like this.
I never
Never seen the moon glow like
Hey yo, I
this.
never
Never